Hi y'all. Hope you're doing well. Sorry. I just ran downstairs to get some coffee. One moment while I get everything in order. When I said I was setting up, it wasn't entirely a lie. I was setting up my coffee. Okay, one moment. While I get that in order. Okay, so today, while I get everything in order, like seeing the back end of the stream, which would be awesome, I am going to be drawing Chapel Roan. I know, a fan favorite, as always. Okay, so let me fix the Clip Studio Paint mainframe. There we go. Perfect. All right then. Oh my god, I can't believe I just like pulled that where I was like, I'm gonna get coffee before stream. It's decaf. But I can't believe, and then I noticed people were coming on and I'm like, oh no. Oh, whoops. Okay, let me know if anything is too loud, too quiet, like the crackling, etc. But right now we're just going to be rendering a little bit. Moment. I posted on Blue Sky, yeah, okay. Sick. But yeah, I'm recovering from a cold. No, not a cold, COVID. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if you can say that anymore on YouTube. I hope so. That was a weird rule in the first place, in my opinion. Very, very weird. Why is everyone sick? Hi, Wires. Hi, that guy, Rufio. How you doing? Hope you guys are doing well, the regulars. Why is everyone sick? I don't know. I don't know who else is sick, I'm gonna be honest. But I definitely am. Well, I was. Like, I'm still technically sick. It's just I feel a lot better because I get on some antibodies. Oh, so everyone else is also down with sickness. I got a throat infection. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. Here, I'm gonna try to do something interesting with the hair. I really have no idea because I don't know. Probably, if you do feel sick, I would get recommended getting tested for COVID. Like, it does seem like it's going around, you know what I mean? But I am not your mom. Or dad. Okay. I'm trying to, like, find out how to light the hair without it looking weird. But yeah. I thought I was sick, and it turned out it was just because I only ate like 2 things. Dude, oh no! That sucks. Yeah. That really does suck. It will screw you up. Yeah. Maybe like some cool lighting would be nice? Or maybe... I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of people are getting sick, which is odd, but you know, I am feeling a lot better though, which is really good because for like probably a full 24 hours, I was almost completely bedbound. But I am feeling a lot better because of the antibodies. I mean, I'll be going to a lab tomorrow for a strep test, that's good. But in the meantime, I'm thinking about how 2 of my favorite artists work together and I'm losing it. That's awesome, dude. Were they like musicians or? That's cool though. I love when artists collabs. When people say the word artist, I find it really fun because I'm like, what kind of artist? You know, like, because I find the label artist so like freeing because it's so fluid, you know what I mean? Like, you could be talking about music, you could be talking about like visual artists. It's really an interesting medium. Interesting word, I mean. Okay, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, hope your guys' days have been going well. Decided to get on stream for here because I do love to draw like on stream, especially because I get shit done. It gets done, guys. I was inspired by, there was this one photographer who like murdered someone and his patron and his patron Stanford really liked horses. Huh, interesting. Santoshi Kon, I feel like I've heard that name before. The creator, yeah, that's probably why. Was a longtime work partner of that name that I don't know how to pronounce on the top of my head. The creator of Akira and Satoshi was an assistant on the original Akira manga. That's really cool. I really love when mangakas like collaborate. I feel like it's so interesting. I did see like a little video essay on like this one game that the Dragon Ball, and I'm so sorry, I'm so uncultured. The Dragon Ball mangaka drew for, and to be honest, the Dragon Ball style, the mangaka who did it is really cool. Like, when I was a kid, it was a little bit like, ugh, for boys. Because my brother liked Dragon Ball a lot. But, like, I look at it now and I'm like, damn. The style's really nice, especially the fashion and, like, the way the hair moves. I don't know. I love analyzing manga like that and the art styles because I feel like it's just... It's a well of things to talk about with manga in general, you know what I mean? That was a little bit of a tangent, though. By the way, this is decaf. Nobody panic. But yeah, I really do love, like, manga in general. Like, I feel like it's the reason why sometimes I can't get into adaptations into anime. And, like, they're two different art forms, first of all. Like, I'm not trying to, like, pit one against the other, really. But with, how do I say this? With manga, Satoshi made the films. Oh, Paprika, I know Paprika. The name actors. Oh, damn, that's a really good backlog. Hi, Jonathan Grant. His art styles, yeah, that's really cool, Rufio. Hi, Jonathan Grant. How you doing? We're just talking about manga and anime. We're just chilling. But yeah, I feel like manga is really interesting because, like, it's usually just one guy's vision. And that's not necessarily a good or bad thing, but I do find it to be a very specific thing. Where, like, if a writer has a specific flaw or a specific art quirk, I can definitely trace it back to that, like, that artist rather than a whole, like, team of writers, which I find to be a lot interesting. But, and of course, some of them have assistants, which I think is super good because, Lord, do they need them. Because the artwork usually is so detailed in manga. Am I saying that right? I hope I am. I believe I am. But yeah, I feel like it's such an underappreciated art form because, like, it's so much detail. And when I was trying to become an artist and I was trying to, like, see a lot of different styles, I would look at some of these manga pages and I would be baffled. And I still am, to be fair. I would be baffled because I would be like, how do you do this in a timely manner? And the main reason is, like, you know, the work conditions are not that great. Satoshi and Otomo are two of the artists I greatly admire. And I could tell Satoshi worked on Akira manga because some close-up panels bear his signature detailed eyelashes. That's really cool. Like, I love little things like that where you can like see your faves. Like, that's really cool because you can like, sorry, I'm all jumbled because of the COVID, but you can really see how they interact with the source material, the assistants, I mean. I think one manga that I genuinely do really like the art style of, and listen guys, I'm gonna need you to not throw tomatoes, whatever. It's whatchamacallit? My Hero Academia. Listen, everyone get off. Everyone stop your pitchforks. I'm joking. But I actually do really like My Hero Academia's art style. I think like it is very interesting. And I think like, yes, I do tend to like shoujo more than like shonen. Like, it just tends to happen. It's nothing really against either one. I like romance character stories, which, you know, debatable which one is which, but, you know, like, I think manga that really, like, stretches the limits of, like, what the artist can do, but still takes into account, like, their schedule and stuff is really cool. Like, artistically what they can do, not physically. I think manga artists should be able to take as many breaks as needed. MHA has a good art style. It's really neat, and it just oozes a lot of that shonen, brighter action. It's great, and I love the dynamic nature of it. I do too. I fell off of the manga. I don't know if I really like adore the she kind of looks like she has gray hair, but I don't know how else to do it. maybe if I can like make it yellow. I'm trying to like make her hair not gray. Okay, that looks better. Anyways, yeah, I completely agree. I feel like it is a bit popular to hate on the show, and like I understand the critiques. Sort of. I haven't checked back in a very long time. But I heard Ochako, and not a My Hero Academia fan, but I find it funny, was so hated at United Both Sides. I heard it was hated. I have heard trickles of that. Like, even on my comment section, people are like, this is exactly when the ending of My Hero Academia, and I'm like, it ended? Sorry. I am a former NHA fan because my manga habit was very, very expensive. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, I really am very neutral on it. Because, like, I really do like the art style. I do think I kind of fell off of it. I don't really remember why. But, I did hear the ending was kind of, whack, for lack of a better term. I think this hair is looking nice, though. But MHA has a good... I just disagree with the author a lot. I heard the author had some weird takes. I'm just like... you know what has a good art style? Fullmetal Alchemist, dog. Oh my god. Like, okay, can we talk about Fullmetal Alchemist for once? I never really got into it, whereas, yeah, that's fair. Guys, we need to talk about Fullmetal Alchemist. Being a burger flipper. I love that series so much. Fullmetal Alchemist, I mean. Because, like, it's so, like, intricate, the storytelling. I'm not, like, a huge anime watcher. Like, I need to be, because I think I'd really like it more than I do if I watch more anime. But, like... I just don't have any fucking time. But, what happened in the finale? I don't know. I think that would be another person's question in the chat. But, I agree. I feel like I need to watch more anime. Do you guys, aside from Akira, Do you guys have any recommendations? Because I probably will watch Akira when it comes down to it. I just need to, like, I need to get over the sickness, to be honest, until I can, like, fully embrace any media. But I'm thinking of rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist, which would be very good. Brotherhood, I like Brotherhood. I'm sorry, fix your heart. I'm sorry. No, I'm joking. I'm fully joking. If someone doesn't know, there's this whole, like, debate on if Fullmetal Alchemist in the original 2002 is better than the Brotherhood version, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, I think both are good. I haven't seen the original one, but, like, I would not fight someone over it. But I don't fight a lot of people over a lot of things, to be fair. In fandom, I mean. Like, there's a few things, though. But at any rate. I think that ultimately, I think this is looking good. Okay. I think that ultimately it's, like, sometimes I feel like I watch too many kids' cartoons, which is a fair criticism of myself, I feel like. I want to branch out a little bit more, and this isn't like someone told me this, really. I don't think so anyways, in my comments. But this is more like a internal criticism of, like, yeah, I kind of wish I branched out a little bit more. I like how you're doing the hair. It's kind of like cheesecake. That's funny. Yeah, thank you. I love cheesecake. I do. I love cheesecake. But, anyway. Besides Akira, I actually haven't watched a ton of my anime this year. I've watched a few, and I haven't seen enough to recommend them. Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. I love Blue Period. I really would love to make something about Blue Period. But I don't know. Maybe I loved Ouran High. I think making something about Ouran High and, like, gender would be really fun. And about how we, like, interpret, like, characters like Haruhi. Because Haruhi is very interesting. Haruhi is, like, I would like to study them in a lab. Interesting. Ouran High, yeah. Ouran High is great. Because, like, Ouran High is very product of his time, but I do believe it had a really good heart. Like, the mom being trans, from what I remember, or, I forget everyone's names. Oh, God. The mom being trans, from what I remember, was handled in the best way I think they could have at the time, but I don't remember. I remember through rose-tinted glasses, to be fair. I remember them not, like, hating her, which was enough for me in high school. Or middle school, actually, yeah. Like, some characters, one of those days, I'm hoping Akira gets a TV adaptation, because Otomo said he was going to do that, and I'm praying for that because I need more people in this fandom. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, having a niche fandom sometimes can be really hard, which is why I didn't think my last video would do very well. Not that, like, okay, very asterisk. I love Helmstuck Alternate Universe, really do. I know that it's not as, like, it's nicher than, like, something like fucking Steven Universe. It's nicher than Welcome Home, you know what I mean? And, like, which is why I was like, okay, I'm kind of making this for the base, and also kind of, like, myself, and also, like, you know, like, I'm not making this to get a ton of numbers, and then it did, which was really interesting and really fun. I really loved making it. But being in a niche fandom like that has been where I'm like a creator, sort of, partially in it, is really fun. Because, like, I don't know, it just feels a little bit more homely, and I get hyped at the premieres of the episodes, and I'm kind of all over the place in the stream. I kind of apologize for that, kind of don't, because, again, yeah. But I feel like the TV anime would also be an accurate adaptation of the manga. Yeah, that happens. It wouldn't make major changes like the film did. What was Oran High like? The only thing I know about is main cast is skinny as hell. That's really fun, Jonathan. Yeah, true. Like, you did not lie. You did not lie. Yeah, so Oran High is very, like, to be honest, like, it's about, how do I say this? It's very, like, a comedy, right? Let's start there. It's about, like, because some of the premise is, like, kind of entrenched in Japanese culture, which I don't feel equipped to fully explain, since, one, really not an expert on Japanese culture. Two, I have not watched the show in a bit, but to my knowledge, it is about this thing called a host club, where they explain it like it's where girls in a high school pay like all these like pretty boys to talk to them, I think. Listen, I think it's really cute. And like it's not weird. I have to stress this. I don't think it's that like weird, to be honest. But again, I watched it in middle school, high school. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. It's not like a sex thing, I promise. Like, I pinky promise, I think. No, it's not. But yeah. At the end of the day, I need to, like, I know a lot of, if I was a girl in the high school, I'd go there just for, like, the weird tea and the weird out the boys. Yeah, that's true. Like, they just, like, sit there and be charming, basically. And both of them, both the girls and the boys. Damn, I am rendering this hair like no tomorrow. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I need to get into more media, and I think the channel has been really pushing me to do that. Or I've been pushing myself to, like, watch more things. And not just rewatch the same 3 Deltarune conspiracy videos. I can't keep doing that. It's so much fun, but I can't keep doing it. Yeah, but I'm liking the hair. I hope it looks like lighting and not like, I don't know. I'm trying my hardest. Trying my hardest. But yeah. Yeah. I want to make an Undertale / Deltarune video. Off topic, but still. But I would not know how to really tackle that. The Kira fandom, as tiny as it is, it's very friendly, and I've got to personally chat with one of my favorite artists, and it was like meeting a celebrity. That's really cool, yeah. It's really neat. I always like chatting with fandom artists. They're usually so nice. And like, I know that whenever I'm reached out to, I was one time like searching my name on Reddit. Don't do that, by the way. Don't search your name on Reddit. But I was doing that one time before I got my YouTube channel. I'm not doing it. You cannot make me search my name on Reddit. But one person was very nice, and they were like, yeah, my favorite Homestuck artist got into Bible fan fiction. And I was like, damn, I've kind of been clocked. I've kind of been clocked, guys. because that's so true. I did get into Bible Works for a bit. It was alright. It was cool. Okay, I think I'm doing this right. Actually, I've been a fan of, oh, that's cool. I've been a fan of Undertale since it's why this game's almost a decade old. Ooh, make me old. Yeah, I've been a fan of Undertale. Ooh, we get to talk about Undertale, thank God. I've been a fan of Undertale for so fucking long. I've been a fan for Undertale ever since, I think, a few months until it came out. After it came out, because I remember two things. I remember not knowing Toby lived in Hussey's basement. Fox, how strange and interesting you are. Oh, that was so fun. That's such a fun piece of trivia. Hi, Faded Shatter. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're just talking about Undertale. That's such a fun piece of trivia. I miss 2016, man. Yeah, literally. I do, but I don't, because at the time, I didn't know that, like, that there were multiple routes in Undertale, or that Toriel was not a bad guy. Because when I started the game, I finally bought the game after watching Let's Plays of it. Oh, yes! Finally, Faded Shadow, you're so real for that. I'm not going to go into spoilers, even though it's Undertale. It's probably the most spoiled game of all time, to be quite fair. But I love Undertale so bad. This is an Undertale propaganda stream. It so is, yeah. It really is. I will say, like, Undertale's the type of game where I loved going in it blind, but I understand that many people don't get to do that. I'm here for it. Yeah, Sans for president. Yeah. But yeah, like, what was I gonna say? It's probably I didn't know Sunny for vice president. Thank you. Thank you, Faded Shatter. I'll take your nomination. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like because I probably played it very, very early on, because, one, I didn't know that Toriel was not a bad guy, as in, I thought Toriel was just like Flowey, because when I want to be the prime minister, yeah, I don't know. I legitimately had no idea about several important plot points. A Hat in Time is a good game. Ooh, I haven't seen that one. I haven't played that one, I mean. I don't play many video games. I did play Hades, as a lot of people did. I have a Mac, so, like, fuck me, I guess. Because, like, no Steam games. Literally, there's very few games that play on Mac, which suck. It sucks. I think there's like a port issue. I also thought Toriel was evil for a while. Yeah, that's very fair, because she comes in right after Flowey, right after you've been duped, and you're like, oh, this is another dupe, and then it's just not. But I love that. I love that subversion. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just salty I was lied to. But yeah, one second, let me get some water. It's not coffee. But yeah, no games play on. What drawing app do you use? I use Clip Studio Paint. So my tools and my apps and everything, I believe, is in the description if you have more questions like that. But if your question is not answered down below, please ask me in the chat. Yeah, I use Clip Studio Paint. Really love it. I use the hard round brush. I use Ibis Paint and just my hands. Oh wow, that's really cool. Yeah, it's really hard to do that with like your hands. I remember trying to do that when I was a kid. I usually just do traditional art though. I mean, I don't really do that anymore. It hurts so bad. Oh no! No. Yeah, it happens. I think this hair is going along well now. But yeah, I mean, with games on like, Mac and stuff, it's actually really kind of aggravating that I can't like play most games. Because like having a Mac laptop is great for like illustration in my opinion. Oh yeah, well that's no issue. Anyone can draw. But yeah, I feel like a lot of games can't be ported onto Mac. Great day to be a Windows user. Literally. I'm always so jealous. In the future, when this one craps out, I may get a Windows. I'm very better at traditional. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Yeah. Because I started digital when I was a lot younger. Like, I started out doing traditional, and then I started digital and I was like, oh, I'm not going back. And that's no shade. That's not a shade on like traditional. Ooh, a new budget gaming laptop. Interesting. That could be cool. I would love to get that, but like, I don't know. I hope I could do that too. Cause like it's this weird thing of like I don't play that many games. I don't play that many games, but like at the same time can do most games because it's more of an office commuter. Yeah, that's true. But I'm like I kind of want to play more games, but is it really that much of an investment? You know what I mean? That like it's so much of an investment that I'm like, do I really want to blow it all? Like, it's hard. Do you know how to completely free Clip Studio alternatives? So with Clip Studio Paint, I know you're probably okay. Okay. I'm just thinking for a sec because I understand that Metabang. I used to use Metabang. Ibis Paint X got a voucher for there. It's sort of just like a lot of program features that I use. Like I could maybe transfer it to a program like Metabang. Like I don't use many like fancy brushes, which is a really big boon for anyone that's like trying to move platforms. Ibis Paint is my go-to. Watch an ad for one brush, you get all of them, and you can import custom brushes. Oh, okay. For free. All right. I mean, yeah. I think that's fairly straightforward. I've never used Ibis Paint myself, but I have used Metabang and Fire Alpaca, I believe. This was a very long time ago, though, to be fair. Yeah. I should probably link, like, some Clip Studio Paint alternatives since I get asked that sometimes. But problem is, I only use Clip Studio Paint. Which, you know, like, it's not a bad thing. It's just, like, I'm fairly comfortable with it. I do use Procreate sometimes, though, which is very fun if you have an iPad. but like the con is the quality. It scrunches up the drawing when you save it so the app doesn't implode. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, that's a fair review, I think. That's fair. I think for me, it's like with my iPad and stuff, I usually draw like very simple stuff on my iPad and then like doodling. And then I go in at my laptop and be like, okay, let's actually make an illustration. Because my stuff needs to be very like crisp and high quality, like DPI wise. Like it needs to be large. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying. So I don't want it to be like all crunched up. So I couldn't really do that, you know. When you're looking for a free alternative, it's kind of hard because like it's really hard to get something that hits the sweet spot of like quality but budget friendly. There is like a 2 times quality option, but if you're too impatient, I wouldn't do it. Oh yeah, lag. Yeah. Water. But yeah, I feel like with drawing programs, it's really rough. I would not recommend Adobe products. That's something I would not recommend. But with a lot of drawing apps, it's kind of hard to go wrong, especially with free ones. There's like a very limited market from what I've seen. Aw, thank you, Faded Shatter. I appreciate that. There seems to be a very limited market of like free drawing apps, which kind of sucks because like, especially with subscription fees, it's kind of hard to keep up. And with Clip Studio Paint, I don't know if they like have a subscription fee one yet. I feel like there was a big hubbub about an update pass or something, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, because they put a lot of the best features behind big paywalls. Yes, they do. Yeah. I think they do, yeah. Hi, Viral Tang. How you doing? I saw you in the HSAU premiere chat. How you doing? Y'all. I'm just rendering hair like usual. Like usual. Thank you guys so much for the love on my last video. It was really cool to see everyone, like, a lot of people watch it and give their input. Clip Studio gives like a free trial for a few hours or days and they charge you money. Yeah. I mean, it's like a paid program. I never want to like hide that, you know what I mean? It's definitely a paid program. But I think it's worth it, but if you can't shell out the money, definitely that's perfectly fine. But yeah, definitely. I had a lot of fun with the last doing good. That's great, Viral Tang. That's awesome. I had a lot of fun with the last video. I think it really resonated with me. And like you guys seemed to like it too, which was really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna just start with the face because I cannot keep rendering the hair. There's like this running, not joke, but flaw of mine. Yeah, you get 3 months free. Huh. 3 months free of Clip? I didn't know that. Sorry, my bad. I haven't checked in a bit, I guess. But I always render the hair like so much, and then I get to the rest of the illustration and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're here now. Okay, there we go. Because rendering the face takes up so much more brain power. Ibis has a one-time payment version with everything unlocked. Oh, interesting. I mean, with drawing programs and stuff, it's, yeah, I get that it's kind of like there's 3 different apps that I think are really good, and I wish there were more, in my opinion. I wish there would be more, like, competition, I guess, between these apps, because I think that would make them better. I have XPpen X, which is the free one with the subscription. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I know this is random. I love how in some animes the parents of a character is normal-looking father. Ooh, oh yeah, that trope sucks. It's so weird. There's yeah. It's so weird. I feel like in anime, it really gets weird. Like, and like that's not saying that it's only anime that can get weird, but I feel like sometimes I'm watching this very good series and I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird views towards children. Odd. Especially with like, I mean, I think a lot of, got any tips for drawing eyes? Oh wow, I haven't thought about drawing eyes in a very long time. I change how I draw my eyes a lot, actually. Hey, Sunny, I missed the beginning of the stream. I hope you're doing all right. I saw that you were sick. Hi, Orange Juice Enjoyer. How you doing? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. Yeah, me too. I'm doing all right, guys. I'm doing much better. Yeah, thank you. But I'm doing all right. Yeah, I was really fucked up for a bit, but I'm feeling a lot better, actually. Yeah, so I think I was talking about this like a bit ago, but not on stream. But luckily for me, the 2 characters I normally draw almost never have their eyes closed. Okay, glad to hear you're being better. Thank you. But I feel like teaching something and doing something is sometimes very different skills. Do you think that there are more doors and wheels in this world? Hi, Lalo. How you doing? I will get to that question ASAP. But I feel like, yeah, so I honestly, for me, it's like I take a lot of inspiration, and I know this is like super, super cliche, but I like to experiment a lot with like how my faves draw eyes. What are your pronouns, by the way, if it's okay to ask? Oh, they're he, him. Viral Tang. That's good. COVID sucks. I've had it 3 diddly dang times. Jesus, dude. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. It really sucks. But yeah, my pronouns are he, him. Thank you for asking. Oh, mine too. Yeah, that's really cool. I had COVID 2 times, and the first time I didn't feel anything. That's really good, because if you do feel something, it is something. Wheels. Almost anything circular could be used as a wheel, but not as rectangular as doors. Of course. But yeah, there's a lot of Russia people. I was like, oh my god, I'm trying to keep up. But, yeah, with eyes and stuff, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Like, I think, like, sometimes it becomes second nature, to do some things rather than not. And I think that just came from a lot of, like, trial and error. I know that's not, like, a good answer, to be quite fair. But I am thinking of, like, in the description, maybe my next stream sharing more, like, tutorials that I like. Because I'm not the best at teaching things, you feel me? I mean, probably law. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like knowing how to do something and teaching something, while those two skills can be live with each other, I feel like I don't know how to teach people things. Art-wise, I mean, yeah. I think sometimes I'm okay at, like, getting my point across in a scripted video, though. Okay, this hair is so close to being done, guys. Maybe I can make this lips redder. Yay, like that. Y'all. Gonna get some water. I love Aries. I don't know where that came from. Not in a bad way, not in a bad way, but I love Aries too. But yeah, I think, like, for me, I think my main thing is, like, I have in the past, like, tried to, like, teach people a little bit of art fundamentals. But I think for me, it's kind of just, like, on the spot, I'm very bad at explaining things. Which is that's no shade, no diss, and I love when you guys interact. It's just sometimes I'm not going to be the best at explaining my process, but I still encourage you to ask questions. I really feel that, Sunny, because whenever someone asks me for help with graphic design or something, I always fumble on my words, then spend like the next 20 minutes thinking of how I could have done better. That's really real. That's so true. I feel like teaching something is a really valued skill in my mind, because, I don't know, I really respect teachers because you have to break it down. You really have to break it down. You really have to think about it, like, and you really have to think, like, am I teaching something that's possibly damaging? Like, even with art, even, like, not even, like, morally, but, like, could I be stunting their growth if I say X, Y, or Z? But, you know, that's just me thinking way too fucking much. And mostly I'm like, when people sometimes very, very nicely are like, hey, how do you do this? I'm like, oh, it's been years since I figured that out. It's been years, guys. Overthinking gang, literally. Literally. I think this hair is like halfway done. I love, like, rendering hair. I find it so much fun. I think really looking at, especially with, like, my noses, looking at the Ava's Demon artist really helped me figure out, like, okay, this is how I want to draw my noses. Because noses were really hard for me in the beginning, and now they're, like, kind of my favorite thing. Which happens sometimes, of, like, you hate this thing until you practice it so much and you start to love it. It's like Stockholm Syndrome, which I don't think exists, but whatever. Tying the teacher point and overthinking point, my one teacher refers to me as overthinking extraordinaire. That's really good. Yeah, I have anxiety. So, like, I have a lot of that, too. I either overthink or underthink. It's like Stockholm Syndrome, yeah. I either overthink or underthink during talking to people, so I either come off as an awkward nerd or overly hyperactive idiot. No, it's just one of those things that once you get the hang of it, it's weird to explain how you do it. I agree. I completely agree. It's sort of like, it's a little bit like cooking. Like I'm cooking, but no, seriously. It's like Stockholm Syndrome, yeah. It's a little bit like, I don't know how to explain it, I'm so sorry. And I feel bad because I have had like artists in the past try to like be a bit mean, especially at one time at a convention when I was really young. Yeah, that's true. One time when I was at a convention and I was pretty young, I came up to this really cool artist that I still enjoy. Less I'm cooking and more I'm cooked. And basically, I was like, oh my gosh, I love your art. I've been following it forever. What brushes do you use? And I realize now that their brush was literally just a square brush. It had no texture to it. And still, they were like, oh, I don't give that out. And little of me, I'm like, oh, okay, do you have any... And I know I shouldn't have done this, but like I asked, oh, do you have any tips for a new artist? And she was like, I'm sorry, I don't. And I was like, I was kind of devastated at the time, but I understand more like why she did that now, why she came off like kind of weird, because it's kind of a loaded question to like ask a person at a convention. Yeah, that's classified kid. It really was. Like, okay, the brush thing, I was like, okay, dude, it's, now that I'm looking back on it, it's a square brush. You will be fine. But I hope I'm not giving away anything. That would be really bad, because I still really like the artist. I hope not. But I think, like, just saying, hey, I don't really know, I'm sorry, is much better than being like kind of aloof about it and being like, that's classified. And I'm like, I'm 12. Just be honest, I guess, about like, hey, I don't really teach people, I'm sorry. And like, that's not me holding it against them. It was just something I noticed. Imagine if I hold it against them though, that would be really funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't really buy the whole, like, debate on, like, stealing brushes. That's really funny, actually, that I say it out loud. Because I don't know, I find it like, dude, it's pixels. Not to be like, it's pixels, but, like, it's literally a stamp. How do you steal brushes? Interesting question. So, I've seen people say, like, your texture brush is really similar to mine, and I didn't give it out, so you should not have that. And I know this because one time a mutual of mine shared some brushes that were from their friend. And I was like, oh, can I credit them? And they were like, no, I stole them. And I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean? It's this whole thing. I don't know. But people get really defensive about it. And like, yeah, I could see both points. Like, they could have been less blunt, but like, I get not being able to help people. That's real. That's so real. I see both points too, yeah. But like with the brushes thing, I'm just like, whatever. I do a round brush with low density, and it actually, like, realizing that I don't need a texture brush really changed my art career. So I try to like say it all the time that I do it. Like, I don't use any texture in my work, aside from the one I make. this is looking good. I love how it looks like she has little horns. That's so cute. Oh my god. I just realized that, guys. I just realized that she kind of has little horns on her head made out of the hair. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I hate coloring my drawings mainly because of the skin, and it looks like someone peed on the guy's face because I was trying to get the right color and the tone was too much. Yeah. That's fair. Sometimes it just be like that. But yeah. I came in late and thought the horns were intentional, yeah. She looks like a sweet demon, thank you. She is very sweet. I got inspired to pick up this old drawing of Chapel from KOFI's stream. If you guys weren't there, KOFI Doki was ranking Chapel's controversies, which was really fun. So I was like, oh, I might as well pick this one up. The demon horns are so cute, though. I will say so myself. Yeah, I mean, I started this like months ago, but I didn't really know how to like finish it, I guess, because I thought it looks really nice, but now I'm like, okay, we're good, we're chilling. I've been rewatching Across the Spider-Verse recently while I was like bedridden. And it's been so much fun. Oh my god. They're so cool. Like, every single time I watch Across the Spider-Verse, I'm like, they're so cool. And when I say they, I mean them all. Like, oh my god. I watch Into the Spider-Verse and I'm like, can I be all of you at once? Ugh. I think I'm starting to get dizzy again, to be honest. Well, I think the stream will have to stop for now just because of my health. But I did want to come on here and say thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, yeah, viral ting, that's so true. But, yeah, basically, I came dizzy again. I'm really sorry about that. Usually, I like to stream for longer, but at the end of the day, you gotta prioritize health. Thank you guys so much. I'll wait for a little bit to the lag to catch up. But I just wanted to thank you guys for being here. Alright, I will see you later.